Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Trish, and if you don't mind to hit that subscribe button and like button and leave a comment down below, I would appreciate it a lot. If you're new here, my name is Trish and I'm a mother of three. We have a double wide trailer and it gets messy quite often. The point of my channel isn't really necessarily to be perfect like all the magazines. It's more or less just to show a lived-in home that needs to be cleaned all the time. And I know how tiring it is to be the mother and feel like all you do is clean and cook, clean and cook, clean again. And sometimes I feel like I don't have time just to sit down, relax, or spend time with my kids, actually. Dishes has to be done all the day. Like, all day. Wow. Yeah. All the time. And then on top of that, this is a rental. So, and the washer and dryer came with it, which you'll see in just a minute in the next few clips, I think. Or actually, I might be getting ahead of myself. But on top of it, just, laundry. I like doing laundry, but it's just not fast enough. And when it's not going fast, then I lose interest in it. Kind of like it's a game. I don't know. But, yeah, if it's not going fast, then I lose interest in doing the laundry. But now I have to manually fill it up with water before it can run. And I'm not sure why it's doing that. And I can't even replace it because it's a rental. So it kind of sucks. Just giving my sink a good scrub down right here. I try to do this every single day because it's stainless steel and it tends to look dingy really quickly with our hard water that we have. So this is something that I'm trying to make sure I do all the time. Give it a good scrub and rinse. I like to use that bartender stuff, but I ran out, so I don't have any at this time. This is my rice cooker. I try to give it a really good scrub down and clean it out so that it doesn't get too nasty, which is very easy with these rice cookers. I cook rice every single day. My husband is Japanese, and yeah, he can't live life without rice. Rice is life to him. So, and also my kids are, they're getting to be the same way. They like to have it every day. So it's important to get that good and clean. I have lots of cabinets, but they're actually filled with a lot of plastic stuff for my kids. Their cups, their plates, and so I feel like I don't really have a lot of space for my glass plates and silverware. So I keep that out on the countertops. As you're going to see, I do put them right back where they were to begin with after I clean the countertop. It gets really nasty because I'm using towels at this time. I do have a little mat thing to keep there, but it seems to actually be worse than putting a towel down because after only a day or two, it already smells like nasty mildew or something like that. I don't know what it smells like, but it smells nasty, so it has to be washed a lot. So I end up putting towels down more than I get to use my mat. I think I just need to go out and buy more mats to put down because I have certain towels that I like to use, but they're really too big and bulky, so I don't really like the look of having a towel there, but it does the job. It works. And here, I'm just letting the sunlight in. It looks pretty outside. And here is whenever I'm like in the middle of trying to pick up the toys in the playpen and work on this countertop. I had everything just laid out everywhere. And yeah, just get this all cleared out real quick. So, here is me clearing off and cleaning my stovetop cover. I don't really think that the stovetop cooker thing is the stovetop cover is actually good to have, because it kind of gets in the way all the time. But at the same time, it's really cute to have up there instead of seeing just the eyes there. And I get to put like cute little things on it. So that's the reason why I haven't thrown it out the door yet. And it makes it just more farmhouse kind of style, which I think I have a lot of styles that I like. I love like steam powered stuff. I love the farmhouse look. I do like a lot of the glam look. It's just I already had the farmhouse stuff pretty much. So, and I feel like it goes with this particular trailer the most. I'm having to refill my laundry detergent. I just grabbed this one. I always try to get free and clear, but at the same time, I really like having a lot of scents. I try to get the free and clear because my kids all have eczema really bad, so that's what I normally get, but every now and again I want to get that good smelling stuff, especially since their dad sweats a lot with him being a subcontractor, and yeah, we need that smell good stuff. So like I was saying before, this washer broke. It won't fill itself up, so I have to fill it up with this big huge pot like 6 to 7 times for washing cycles and rinsing cycles, just to be able to wash and rinse my clothes now. So it takes up a lot of time, with it being like 40 minutes usually to fill it up, and then you do that on repeat. You do it more than once. So here's me cleaning my dining room. It wasn't really a mess. I just needed to wipe everything down, and then I'm going to vacuum and mop all the floors. But I like to do the vacuuming and mopping after I've cleaned the biggest majority of things. That way I can just go around the whole house and do it. I just feel like it's easier on energy wise to just do it all at once at the same time. But yeah, so here's Kenji, my son, who's hiding underneath the mat. He likes to play underneath the mat. It's not really something I like for him to do, because I'm scared he's gonna rip that mat, and it's like a foam filling. We got this from TJ Maxx for Christmas for my daughter Emmy, and yeah, he kind of like pretty much scared her out of there so that he could get underneath there and pretend like it's his home or a blanket or something. And but yeah, we have to give this a good clean out like every couple of days, because the kids, they have nasty feet. My son likes to walk outside barefoot and then come back in. He hates wearing socks, shoes, and jackets, and most of the time he wants to be naked. And I was like, okay, son, I'm gonna try filming today. You have to put on clothes. And he was like, but why? Yeah, he's my nudist, I guess. I really like for him to get out of that, because he has sensitive skin and eczema. So he touches something that his skin doesn't like, and then he's broke out everywhere. Like, he can waller somewhere where the cat has been. And my kids are allergic to cats. And we have a cat that's normally outdoors, and he comes in every now and again. But yeah, we had the cat before we knew the kids were allergic, and I tried to get rid of the cat. I tried to make a post on Facebook Marketplace, but with everybody on there, it's every time I post something like this, they're like, oh, the poor cat, and just give it away to the rescue. And I'm like, no, why would I give it to the rescue whenever I'm perfectly capable of keeping it until somebody who can love this cat takes it? But no one ever wants to take him for some reason. I don't understand that. Like, he's such a cute cat, and he loves to cuddle and stuff. I don't understand why, like, why can't I just get somebody to be like, okay, hey, I want your cat. It's something I've been wanting to add to my family, instead of giving it to just somewhere where he's going to sit in the cage until they decide to either put him down or find him a home. So I don't really know how those things work, but what I do know is that once I give him to a place that's going to put him in a cage, there's no telling how long he's going to actually be in there. So I don't like that idea. So he just stays around here. He's happy. That's all that matters. He's a happy cat. He stays outside for the majority of the time. He hunts, he plays, he comes in, he gets cuddles, and then he goes back out. We have birds. I have been around birds my entire life. Off and on, obviously, not continuously. And whenever we had Kenji, after we had Kenji, that's when I decided that I really wanted to have birds as pets. And the thing is, while they're so intelligent and they're so beautiful and they're so much fun to watch, the truth of the matter is they're super loud, they're super messy. You can clean out these cages and clean out from underneath them, like in 30 minutes you're gonna have seeds everywhere, and it's kind of like wish I had a room that was just for the birds, and they could fly around more, which we do like to let them exercise and fly around. But the problem is now our conures, they've always liked to nibble, but my male conure, Zuzu, he flew up on the baby and started nibbling on her, and while he wasn't trying to hurt her, it did hurt her. So I really need to figure out a space for the birds to have their own flying space and exercise space where it doesn't aggravate the kids as well, or aggravate the birds. I don't really know how that goes, but you get the gist. I have birds and they need their own space. This is a drawing that my 6-year-old had made for me. I'm going to put it back in her room real quick. Just because I tell her all the time, when you're going to draw me something, keep it in your notebook so that everything's nice and neat, and when you're done filling up all the pages, I can put it up. And she doesn't understand. She just keeps ripping them all out. And then we have piles and piles of drawings. Right here I'm vacuuming, and you know what's crazy is we've had this vacuum now for I think 4 years now, 3.5, 4 years, and it doesn't work at all when you do it like this. It usually only works if you use the handle part, I guess you'd say. But for some reason, particular today, I realized that it was working. It was actually, the little rolly thing was rolling. The lights were staying on. It was actually sucking up. And I was like, oh my God, I fixed it somehow. So here's my son trying to help me out and be able to record what I was doing over there. But I was already coming back for it. And cleaning off this little stool that I'm using as a side table because I think it looks so farmhouse cute. I did have a plant on it, and I thought that was super cute, but I like it as a side table too. I painted, actually. If you look at my older videos, everything was that nasty orange-brown color, which I never liked. We went and got a can of pure white, and I painted everything white. And I actually... if you go back and look at those other videos, this right here was a full-on antique dresser. Has a mirror and everything. I have the mirror in the closet, but I took it apart. I took out all the drawers, all of the innards except for the top ones, and painted it white. And you can tell that it's chalky looking paint. I didn't do a full thick coat where you can't tell it was painted. I wanted it to look rustic and farmhousey. And then the drawers, my husband had this really pretty brown paint in his work truck, and he said, hey, you want to paint those drawers a different color? And I was like, no, I want to do them white. He was like, yeah, but look at this color. And he went out and got it, and I was like, you know what? I like that. So that's how that went. But yeah, I wanted to paint all of the furniture white and bright, and unfortunately, it's not even been that long, and everything is starting to scratch up on that table right there, and over there on the other side, his entertainment center, if you can call it that. The paint is already scratching off. So I have to repaint a few things. And that rocking chair belonged to his father, who passed away in July. And it was like a green-brown color. And I painted that. The paint's coming off of it as well, but it still looks cute. Farmhousey, you know? So yeah, whenever I was redoing this dresser, there was no bottom. So I ended up taking 2 pieces of scrap wood that I found outside, stained them gray, weather gray or something like that, and I put them there, and I think that looks pretty nice for me having a really crappy power tool that I used, and I was scared to use it, didn't even know how to use it. Moving on to the bedroom. I was trying to be funny right here. I don't know why. Yeah, we have 2 beds put together. We have a queen size bed and a twin size bed because we all sleep in here. My kids have their own bedroom with their own bed, as you will see. But the thing is they scratch all night long, and they wake up periodically. They take turns waking up to scratch, and I have to kind of be able to keep an eye on that so that if I don't, they'll scratch until they're bleeding everywhere. And so they sleep in here. So yeah, we're like little sausages in here, and it's not very comfortable. Like half the time I feel like they're all on top of me. I breastfeed my youngest, and then the other 2 are like, scratch me all night long. So it's so uncomfortable. I hardly get a good night's rest, and we kept being late for school every morning when I was taking my oldest to school. And then they came up with this policy about like, if your kids are late to school for so many days, they get detention. Yeah, I don't think that's very fair, because it's obviously not the kids' fault that they're late if they're late because their parents are unable to get them there on time. And I realize that is entirely my fault, but at the same time, I feel like I'm up all night long. I'm scratching my kids, breastfeeding my baby, then I'm cleaning all day, cooking all day, and I have to, it's really tiring. And I'm not trying to complain. I know other moms have it way worse than me. I'm just saying that it's so hard to be able to continue going without rest, without having that moment of timeout, because before I had kids, I didn't have my first child until after I was 27 or 28. And so, and my last child I was already 32. Yeah, I was 32. I was 32 when I had her. And so, like, I'm like an old mom. I feel old, and my body feels old, and I feel like I'm already breaking down. I've been breastfeeding for 7 years straight, guys. 7 years. I breastfed all of my kids. So as soon as I got done breastfeeding my first one, and I started slowing down, I got pregnant again, and then started to slow down with him breastfeeding, and then I got pregnant again. So now I'm on the depot shot, guys. Which I don't like. I hate going in there every 3 months to take, but do what you gotta do to not have more babies. And there it is. There's my room being as clean as it's gonna get. I was like, that's as good as it gets, guys. I could get it cleaner. It's just that we have so many clothes. I have to get rid of the clothes. Then on top, it's just, I really got to get rid of clothes. My clothes, kids' clothes, his clothes, all clothes. And this is my son's room, guys. He's got so many toys because he got hand-me-downs from Luna, and then he's got toys in here that I haven't thrown away because I want to let Emmy use them whenever she gets a little bit older. So I guess you could say I'm a hoarder of clothes and a hoarder of toys that can be used again. Also, I didn't realize that my phone quit recording, so it kind of cuts out, and this is where I have it as clean as it's gonna get. And then I realized I ran out of time entirely to record, so yeah, now I have to finish my daughter's room tomorrow in the next video. So that will be what's next. Subscribe, like, and comment. See you next time.